are very thankful for making time and for being here with us. We'll be starting the program soon. So I'd like to request our honorable guest to take the seat before we start the program. First, there is a very special guest for whom we were waiting to see him present in front of us, Dr. Syed Naqib Muslim, who are being involved with us from the very beginning and contributing us with his knowledge, with his support and so many things. Actually, Sir was too much involved with us. So many times we asked different help from him and he was so much open to us to be helpful. I would like to invite Dr. Syed Naqib Muslim to take the seat as a very special guest. Let's give our greetings. Mr. Ian Kuraya, CEO of Worldwide India, another special guest who travels such a far distance just to be with us. We thank you, bro, for being here with us. And there is another special guest is present here today is Mr. Kabir Ahmed, Senior Merchandiser from George. We are very glad to have you with us. And please take Nadine Templar. She is the director of whole education program of Hope Worldwide India and then South Asia. And she is such a great sister to us and then such a big help to us. I would like to request her to take the honorable seat. And we have another very special guest who is being with us all the time and being like a shadow for us. He is Mr. Simon Mojumdar, the chairman of Hope Worldwide Bangladesh. Thank you, honorable guest. This time we will have we'll listen from the Bible. Our brother and sister will come and read from the Bible and pray, and we will start the program.
Let us listen from the word of God. Acts chapter 10, 1 to 5. At Caesarea there was a man named Cornelius, a centurion in what was known as the Italian regiment. He and all his family were devout and God-fearing. He gave generously to those in need and prayed to God regularly. One day at about 3 in the afternoon, he had a vision. He distinctly saw an angel of God who came to him and said, Cornelius. Cornelius started at him in fear. What is it, Lord? He asked. The angel answered, your prayers and gifts to the poor have come up as a memorial offering before God. Now send men to Joppa to bring back a man named Simon, who is called Peter. Amen.
Let's pray. Thank you, God, for this wonderful morning and especially for this wonderful moments. That we have completed that 5 years of Hope Worldwide Bangladesh. Thank you, God, for all the donors and friends, those who are helping from beginning till now. Thank you, God, you gave this opportunity to serve with this project, God, and be with us all the time, God. Be with us in the whole day and the coming program. Thank you, God. I love you, God. In Jesus' name.
Thank you very much, Joel and Deepika. This time I would like to call Mr. Martin Onimesh to give the welcome speech and in front of us.
Today's guest of honor, Dr. Syed Naqib Muslim, former Secretary to the Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, Mr. Ian Kuraya, CEO of Hope India, Mr. Kabir Ahmed, George, representative from George and of Walmart, and Ms. Nadine Templar from Hope Worldwide, and all the respected guests. I welcome all of you to the celebration of the 5th anniversary of Hope Worldwide Bangladesh. It's been a pleasure for us to get you among us. Hope started its journey in Bangladesh back in 2008 with one primary school and some vocational training centers. We remember our donors, friends who have been with us in our short journey. We hope that the partnership which we have with them it will continue in future also. And today we are going to celebrate, so let's celebrate the anniversary of Hope, and let's pray that this journey of love will continue forever. Thank you very much.
It's a great joy to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Hope Worldwide Bangladesh. God has blessed us within these 5 years, and at the same time your generous support, your continuous contribution helped us to reach till today. We thank you so much for being with us from the very beginning till now, and we hope to see you in future as well. This year, for the very first time, Hope Worldwide Bangladesh printed their annual report that talks about the whole work they have done in these 5 years. I'd like to request the chairman of Hope Worldwide Bangladesh to hand over the crest and the annual report to Dr. Syed Naqib Muslim, and through handovering this, we'll elaborate the annual report. Let's give a big hand for the elaboration. And then we have another crest, Mr. Ian Puraya. We would like to give the crest to him as well for his continuous support. Thank you, bro. To Nadine Templar, who has been a support for us from the very beginning till now. And we have another very special guest in front of us, Mr. Kabir Ahmed, Senior Merchandiser from George. He is representing George and Walmart together. We would like to thank you very much and want to hand over the crest to you.
I'd just like to mention that this is not for me. In fact, this is for my country head, Mahi Sese and Nishanta Rajapakshi, who is the country head of our Walmart Bangladesh office. Mahir is the country head for George Bangladesh. So I'm just, since Mahir is on business travel and representing him, I've just accepted it on behalf of him. Thank you very much.
Thank you. This time I'd like to request Mrs. Nadine Templar, Director of Education Program Hope Worldwide in South Asia, to give her speech.
A young child from a poor family who gets a great education. A woman who has never been financially independent gets to start her own business. A young man or a young woman learns to speak English, learns how to use computers, and gets a great job in a company. Those are the very encouraging things that we see in our work. And those are the dreams that we have for the youth of this country. And we are so incredibly grateful to have seen so much happen in the last 5 years. And of course the credit goes to God, but the credit also goes to the Hope team that work so hard, are so devoted, and travel long distances to work in very challenging conditions. The teachers, the trainers, the caretakers and the cooks and the accountants and the program managers, and we are so grateful for the work that you put in. It really takes dedication and love and care, and it takes heart. We're also very grateful for all our friends and supporters, for all the wonderful people who have helped us set up this work. We want to especially this morning be grateful to our partnership with George Walmart. You have been amazing partners for us in this work. And we work with a lot of different partners all over South Asia, and I travel and I see a lot of our schools and a lot of our vocational training centers, and we meet a lot of wonderful people, but I think the thing that stands out about the work that we've done together is how much heart you have put into it yourself. It's not just the funding, it's the fact that you come to the centers and you participate and you paint murals and you teach the children and you play football with the children, and you really have given your heart. So we are very grateful for the support that we've received from you, and we look forward to a great partnership in the future as well. And we can't wait to see what happens in the next few years and all the wonderful dreams that we're going to be able to give to the children. And I know many of them are here today, they'll be performing for us, but it really warms my heart when I hear them saying that they want to be doctors and teachers and engineers, and they want to be, one of them told me today he wants to be a professional footballer. And that's very inspiring and encouraging. And I look forward to seeing you perform, children. I'm very proud of you. And it's a joy to be here today and to be part of this program. Thank you for all of our guests who have come here today and taken time out to be with us. And thank you for all the government officials, like Dr. Thank you so much for helping us so many times in setting up the organization. And we're very, very grateful. So thank you so much for being here this morning. And let's have a great program together.
I feel really honored to be invited here and to be given a chance to say a few words on behalf of my company. I also feel very proud working for a company, Walmart and George, who is supporting our nations, helping the children in need. Walmart is also supporting some other projects in women empowerment. My colleague Farhana is here, who is coordinating other projects like the women empowerment with her, we. So many projects that Walmart supports with the funding. So we really feel proud to be a member of Walmart family. I think we have started this journey nearly 5 years back, as Martin said, in 2008. And we are really proud to be a sponsor of this journey, to be a sponsor of the school who is providing support to the kids having their education. We are glad to announce that we have agreed another 3 years extension of our agreement of this school with Hope Worldwide. And we really look forward to see a much better result out of it than we have achieved so far. We believe this is just a beginning of a journey. This is just a great start where we would like to see taking forward to the next level of education. I believe everyone here would appreciate that each children in Bangladesh should get the opportunity to complete their education at least up to SSC level. We'd also like to talk about a bit on the vocational training center that we have in the Hope School. It is a fantastic opportunity, we think, for the young mother and the unemployed young persons around the school there. They're getting big opportunity. We are delighted to say that we have already given opportunities to graduates from the Vocational Training Center into our George Bangladesh office. We have trained them for 1 year, given them an experience certificate. We have trained them on merchandising and other office staffs. We have also given a full employment to a Hope trainee from the Vocational Training Center into our Chittagong CFS Center. He's been fully employed by George Bangladesh. And we are looking forward to have more options to employ more people from the Hope Vocational Training Center. We'd like to say a huge thank you to the teachers who are providing education to the kids in need. I think they have been doing a great job. Perhaps we can be proud that we are sponsoring by funding, but they are doing the core job. It's not easy task to do. They're building our nation. They're helping building our future, because every kid has been said the future of the nation. So these teachers really devoting themselves building our nation. Can we please give a big round of applause for the teachers? We also would like to thank from our core of the heart to the other staff of the Hope Worldwide, who perhaps are not always in the scene, but they are supporting the whole program as well. At last, thank you very much again for giving me this opportunity to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kabir Ahmed, for your powerful speech. This time I would like to call Mr. Ian Kuraya to present his speech. Ian is supporting Hope Worldwide India for last 25 years, and he was involved from the very beginning. And he is based on India, but though he is not physically present in Bangladesh, but he is getting involved with us each and every day whenever it is needed, whenever we are seeking help from him. Ian Bro is always available for us.
Thank you, Shukla. Hope Worldwide has presence in about 70 countries, and we touch the lives of hundreds of thousands of children and young people across the globe. But we believe that we are just a small part of the jigsaw puzzle, and that we would not be able to do what we do without the support we receive from governments, corporates, volunteers and individuals across the globe. Quite often we tend to get the credit because we are on the front lines, but we realize that without you, the picture would not be complete. So I want to thank all of you, those who have come today, because you help complete us. As we go through life, we will always remember those who helped us when we were nobodies, when we were unknowns, and we ourselves did not believe in all of our abilities. And I heard from Simon, who is the chairman of the board in Hope, Bangladesh, that there is a very special person here, and that's Dr. Syed Naqib Muslim. Because, sir, you helped us when we were nobodies. You helped us get registered, and this wonderful annual report that you see in your hand was actually edited by Dr. Syed Naqib Islam. Let's please give him a warm welcome. For someone in such a senior position to take the annual report of a small organization and say, let me help edit it for you, that says something about your heart and your character. I heard you are a strict but a kind man. And we want to thank you sincerely from the bottom of our hearts. And we want you to know that we look forward to learning from you as the years go by. Thank you very much, sir, for being here. A special thanks to the people from George. Nadeem, who has been very involved with the work here in Bangladesh, has been telling me that this is not a job for you. What you do with your CSR responsibility is something you do because it's a passion, that you are full of heart, and the lives you are touching, I'm sure God will reward you for going beyond the call of duty and reaching out to people that you don't necessarily have to reach out to, but you have chosen to reach out to. And we're excited about the partnership being extended. But more and more I've seen as the years have gone by, money is actually not the most important thing. Money becomes a byproduct. It's the intellectual capital. It's the friendships that we strive. It's the knowledge that we're able to acquire. And as I look at the people sitting on the second and the third row, I just recall the conversation we had even before the event started, and we were connecting on so many different levels. We were talking about our children, about our families, about dreams, and this is what it's all about. As I look at Bangladesh, I see it as a country of great opportunity, great potential and great need. And if we can build a bridge to help all of these come together, I think the power of this region is just going to be immense. I look at some cultures that are getting older and slower, but our area is definitely bursting with a lot of energy. So I thank you for being among our partners in progress, and look forward to learning from you. Like I said earlier, money is definitely not the driving force, but your wisdom, your ideas, if you all could help share those with us as the years go by, I believe we'll be better people for it. And as we know, the board here in Bangladesh has done a fantastic job, and I want to thank you, Simon, because you're a very creative, passionate and devoted person. Thank you for your leadership. And for the members of the board, Shukla, David, Sumitro, it's been an absolute joy to see how much of your heart you are willing to put into the work here. Thanks a lot. And a very sincere thanks to Martin. Martin is a quiet man, supported by James. They don't make a lot of noise, but they do a lot of work. A special thanks to you, Martin, for who you are, for the team that you lead, for the teachers, the instructors, because you're helping change lives, one small step at a time. And I know sometimes you travel 4.5 hours every day just to help make those dreams come true. God is noticing all the hard work that you all are putting in, and God will reward you. And last but not the least, my encouragement to all the children who are here is, focus on your education, focus on upgrading your skills, because as I have seen in my own life, education is the key. In one generation, you can go from poverty to a different life. So don't lose this opportunity. I don't think you want to lose it, because as I look into your eyes, it's very obvious that you want to work hard, you want to live out your dreams and have great futures. And my prayer for all of you is that you'll be able to live out your dreams. And once again, thanks all of you who have come here on the dais as well as in the hall, because you helped complete us. God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Ian Puraya, for your such powerful speech and such encouragement for us. This time I would like to request our very, very special guest, Dr. Syed Naqib Muslim. He has been a great support to us from the very beginning, and he was a, what to say, there are a lot of things to say about him. He is a bookworm. We call him as a bookworm because he read lots of books, and every day I remember, I know him personally from last 7 or 8 years, and I saw him how he read books, he carry a lot of knowledge, and he gives us support in each and every step we needed it to be. As Rian Bro said, when we did this annual report, and we don't have anyone to edit it, but when we went to invite him, he told it by himself that I would like to edit the report, and then it's such a great support, and we felt that someone is there beside us to carry us on. I'd like to request Dr. Syed Naqib Muslim to give his speech in front of us.
First, I address the foreign guests who have traveled from different countries to ours. I find the names Nadine. I think I have rightly pronounced. Nadine. I had a friend in America when I was being taught. Nadine was the coordinator of the American University in Washington, D.C. So I remember the name. I feel a kind of nostalgia seeing you here. Then Mahir, he's not here. Then another very famous name, Rajapaksha, a very famous name because he holds the power of Sri Lanka. Then Ian or Ian, I don't know. That also takes me back to my childhood days, the name. I think you remember, Ian Smith was the first physician for the heart operation, the cardiac operation, transplantation. I think he's from South Africa. So that name also reminds me and takes me back to my young days. I apologize for the delay. In fact, the delay occurred because primarily I was not on the program, on the written program. So I thought that somehow I will be present and lunch with the guest. Good vegetarian lunch will be offered to me, and I will eat and then go away. So that was actually my assumption. But today I find that I discover myself in a different role. And if I knew that the role was assigned to me, then I would have definitely, it might so happen that I would have been the first person to arrive, before the hosts arrive, That generally happens with me, that people become very embarrassed when I am present earlier than the organizers themselves. This is generally my peculiarity of character. And Simon, who was commenting on my habit that I appear to be, I think you were commenting that I am very hard and tough. In fact, it's true. I describe myself as a coconut. Coconut is very tough. very hard to enter, but once you enter, you find the softer element inside. So primarily, it is really very hard to enter to get the access. Yeah, it's true that I was instrumental in securing the registration during a time. It was a very tough time on the part of the country. It was, popularly called caretaker government regime, for 2 years. There was a saying that no registration will be given to anybody because it's a very abnormal situation the country is having. But sometimes some people have some informal influence, and fortunately I tried and I succeeded in obtaining the registration for Hope, and I felt a kind of pleasure that I could do it. So that was my role, in fact, in getting the registration for this entity. Now about I also did not have any idea about the functions or the role or the program that Hope has chalked out. But now I find by editing, it was in fact, I love English as a language, and whenever I find something written in English, I feel a kind of temptation to go through very seriously and to contribute with my little knowledge that how to enrich, how to upgrade the level. So I looked at the pages and then I did my best to upgrade the quality of the annual report. I don't know, readers will judge whether it is really readable or not. Now about the function, what I find while I was editing, that the whole entity is dedicated to the human resource development of the poorer sections of the community of Bangladesh. We really need such kind of support, such kind of encouragement and practical help. And when I lecture, generally in the context of human resource development of the disadvantaged people of the country, I want people to focus on 4H. If we concentrate on 4H, then it will be very easy to concentrate and to focus our attention to those particular segments of the program. For example, head which represents merit. Head must be made workable and must be employed to create, to innovate, and to use the ideas that are latent. The talents are latent, and head will definitely guide people. So 1H. Second H is hand, and without hand, nothing can be done. You operate computer, laptop, arm-top, whatever. You need hands to apply. So after head comes hands. Hands must be employed, and hands must be used for creativity, for bread even. If you want to earn bread, you definitely require hands to use. Then comes heart, another H. Heart, we generally say that the journey of love. The popular saying is this, that love comes out of heart. In fact, biologically this is not true. Physiologically it's not valid. It is metaphorically true. Metaphorically true that, yeah, this is the heart of the activity. So metaphorically we use heart, the center. So anyway, a heart is required to link with the heart of activities, the program. Next H is health. Health is, without health, nothing can be achieved. So hope should focus on all the 4 H's to really develop the children, and children must be sensitized so that they know, they are made aware that from the very beginning of their life that they have to take care of 4 H's. And if we can really ensure that, then probably hope's vision and mission will be naturally achieved. I think my speech is going to be longer, but I have a bad habit because I started my career as a college teacher, and then when I joined the civil service, I became a trainer. So whenever I get a chance, I go on speaking and speaking until people sleep. So I think this is time to stop, and I thank Walmart and other patronizers. Walmart is a brand name globally, and it's a symbol not only of retailership, and Walmart is representing how online shopping can be done comfortably at home. So it is a brand name. So I think that Walmart is doing the CSR, corporate social responsibility, but Walmart has crossed the boundary of its own country and reached the country like Bangladesh. So children of our country will be knowing what is Walmart and what is Target, what is these giant companies who are contributing for the human resource development of the poor children of our country. So I must thank on your behalf Walmart and other patrons who are contributing to the human resource development of the children of our country. So with these words, I express my gratitude for inviting me to this occasion, and it's a chance, and I find all the faces here. I was looking at the faces. This is my habit as a behavioral scientist student. I try my best to educate myself in social psychology and behavioral science. And everybody should concentrate on that so that you regulate your behavior in the right forum, the appropriate forum. And I find that all the faces are very committed. They have the mission, and they really want to contribute by their own effort, sincere and dedicated endeavors. And I think that should not be ceremonial, and it should be really practical, and that should be really visible. Thank you very much.
This time we will have a short cultural organized by the students of Hope Worldwide Bangladesh.
মাঠের সবুজ থেকে সূর্যের নাম বাংলাদেশের বুক এতই বিশাল এখানে মানুষ জাগে জীবনের অনুরাগে কবের আকাশে আসে নতুন সকাল মাঠের সবুজ থেকে সূর্যের নাম বাংলাদেশের বুক এতই বিশাল চাষির খুশির গানে সোনা রঙে ধানে ধানে ভরে ওঠে পল্লীর বুক নদী বলে কলতানে মাঝির দাঁড়ের টানে নদী বলে কলতানে মাঝির দাঁড়ের টানে সাগরে সাজাতে উৎসুক জেলের খুশির রঙে রূপারি ইলিশ যেখানে ভরিয়ে তোলে প্রসন্ন যায় মাঠের সবুজ থেকে সূর্যের লাল বাংলাদেশের বুক এতই বিশাল এতই বিশাল কবির প্রাণের কথা সুরে পায় মুখরতা জেগে ওঠে শিল্পীর মন দেশে ওঠে স্বাধীনতা ঘোচায় সকল ব্যথা দেশে ওঠে স্বাধীনতা ঘোচায় সকল ব্যথা মনে মনে গড়ে বন্ধ নতুন শতাব্দীকে সোনালী স্বদেশ শোনাবে এভাবে এসো অনন্তকাল মাঠের সবুজ থেকে সূর্যের লাল বাংলাদেশের বুক এতই বিশাল এতই বিশাল এখানে মানুষ জাগে জীবনের অনুরাগে পূবের আকাশে আসে নতুন সকাল মাঠের সবুজ থেকে সূর্যের লাল বাংলাদেশের বুক এতই বিশাল এতই বিশাল
There will be a presentation right now from Hope Worldwide Bangladesh, and we'll see what Hope has done in these 5 years. Before we see the presentation, we'll have a testimony from one of our students from the school, Jamgara Hope School.
Thank you. Good morning to all honorable sir and madam. I'm Tanvir Hossain Bijoy. I'm staying with my family in Jamgara and one brother. My father was a rickshaw puller. Due to his physical problem, he was not able to work and support the family. So my mother and my younger sister work in the factory to fulfill the needs of the family. My younger brother and I both are study in Jamgara School of Hope. I still remember in 2009 I took the admission in Jamgara School of Hope in class 2. Last year I passed PSC examination with A grade, and now I am in class 2. I want to continue my study more. Besides my study, I like to play football, cricket, karate and scouting. My dream is to be a great football player of this country. I am very grateful and thankful to Hope School for giving me this opportunity to learn and become a part of changing life. Thank you.
We'll see the presentation now.
I came to know about hope from my neighbor. I was totally hopeless after the death of my husband. I started my own business after learning the property codes. Thank you, Hope. I am Shathi Akhtar. My father encouraged me to learn tailoring at Hope Center after the separation from my husband. Now I am financially stable and can bear all the expenses of my daughter. I am grateful to Hope.
Thank you very much to all the staffs and the students of Hope for arranging such a beautiful presentation in front of us that gave us an idea what actually Hope does for the community, for the underprivileged community students. This time we are almost at the end of our program. I would like to call Mr. Simon Mojumdar to give his Thanksgiving speech and close up our program. Before he gives the speech, I would like to recognize one more person who is partnering us as a media partner, the online media Red Times BD. The editor of Red Times BD is with us, Mr. Sumit. I'd like to request you to stand up, and so let's give a big hand for his support to us. The Honorable Chairman will come and give his Thanksgiving speech.
Thank you. When I was studying economics in Jagannath University, I stopped my education in third year because my parents are not able to support me giving 500 taka tuition for per month. Then I need to work, I need to complete my education later on. As I grow up in this city, as a city boy, always as a challenge and dream and thought that there should be so many things, so many lives will be crashed like me and other poor people. Now, when we start to think about to work for this, develop this Hope Worldwide in Bangladesh, I remember in 2008 just walking in this field, Ashulia and Jamgora, not to look for people, look for a place, look for a house. And you saw the picture that in that time we pick up so many students from the roadside, and so funny thing is they never knew how to clean their teeth, how to do the brush. I remember the first week, first few days, we give them brush, toothpaste, and train them in the school how to clean their mouth. You know? And we are so happy today when Tanvir was sharing about his life. After 5 years, I'm looking for after 25 years. These boys will be, in somewhere in the top level in the officers. Maybe he'll become a great football player, and he'll be in the chess league or in the UK, somewhere in some group. Or I'll become old, and sometimes I talk to these children. I make fun. I said, when I'll become old, can you recognize me? He said, yes sir, I'll recognize you. I think they need a drop of hope in their life, and that change their life. And I'm so grateful to our honorable guest, our Dr. Dr. Muslim. I remember that 2008, just to giving a request, what we'll do. He said, don't worry, let me take care of it. I think within 3-4 months we received the registration papers and document as a foreign international NGO in Bangladesh. And and I really appreciate and being grateful for all your suggestion, all your correction. Personally for me and for my team, we need that. As a human, I need correction, I need direction. That's why as a good driver, always follow the road direction in the street, that he'll not fall in accident. Thank you sir for being a great support to us. Also I want to give a deep my gratitude towards the whole Walmart and George team in Bangladesh, because I remember the few days they came to the school and
painted the school building. No, even in the holidays, that was the holidays, and I remember the Saturday, the whole team came, they had a fun, they painted the whole school buildings, they had a food together, they had played together with these children. So it's not only funding, it's all about building the relationship. I'm so much encouraged to continue to do this work, and please convey my greetings and gratitude to all your team members in Dhaka city and Dhaka office, and of course in UK and USA, the people who are continuously remember hope programs in Bangladesh. And also we are very grateful, personally I'm being very grateful to my team, hope team in Dhaka. Thank you all the teachers and coordinators, program director. As a executive committee, we are so grateful to you that we are able to be part of this noble cause. And I'm looking forward with a more creative idea and more creative things that we can do. And this just is start, 5 years, we're going to hang on next 50 years. And thank you all our guests for making time to come here today, and looking forward to start new hope programs or do something new in your city, in your village, in your area, that like this Tanveer, so many poor children who need this assessment, and their life will change because we can bring the hope in their life. Thank you so much.
This time we will cut the cake to celebrate the 5th anniversary of Hope Worldwide Bangladesh. I would like to request the special guest and our very honorable guest to come forward and cut the cake for us.